Hey y'all! Welcome to the very last museum maintenance of 2025. So, previous video, you saw this corner being worked on. Now, we gotta work on that far wall. I'm gonna get things moved around, some new signs out, retire some old signs, and see what else we can do and get that looking nice. Let's get to it.
So, out comes the scaffolding again. Most people don't realize the ceiling in the museum is 15 foot high, so this is necessary since I don't have one of those little lifts. I wish I did, though. First thing to do is make some room. Why? We're adding another freaking traffic light. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I collect them. I don't know. I wish I had a transit one, like the ones in Madison, but haven't found one so far. Well, getting that Wi-Fi router moved, so uh, getting the cords adjusted so we can get that traffic light single mount going. We'll get that up, get the cord all nice and wired through the mount. Makes it a lot easier to get this organized and the cords out of the way. So we're gonna get this up and mounted here and then rewired. I usually wire everything on the ground to make sure everything works. And then, of course, I have to take some of it apart to get it in the mount correctly. But usually, pretty simple task. I've done it so often. And hey, it works. Crazy, right? Okay, let's get a little sign between the two black lights up. And time to take down some signs. Out with the old and in with the new, I guess. Well, before I do that, I'm going to move this. I believe it's a rear light unit from the ambulance. I'm going to move that up to make some room so the neon doesn't get blocked by that traffic light. Pretty straightforward. Getting that moved. A couple more screws. And then we'll get this neon moved. It's a C out of a Rocky Rococo sign. Really like it. First neon piece I've ever got. And now I'm going to put some plates up for to make mounting the sign easier. Get this put in place hopefully correctly. Well, nope. Slight adjustment needed. But if I do this, I can get plates to mount around it. So as you can see, I'm going to get some railroad signs put up. A nice collector let me trade by for these. Eventually, I'm going to have a plate that says where they came from, but it still hasn't come yet. So I'll just put this plate in its place so I can get it fitted and make sure the screws are up there. As you can see, I found a 3M company sign. Of course, since Wisconsin has switched to the new high-vis 3M sheeting, I thought it was very appropriate for the museum. And now I'll get the new 3M plates up there with the new sheeting. I'm leaving some room for some other plates since I have a passenger and a farm that says new 3M and a motorcycle. But what about a light truck? All these new graphics coming out are 3M, so I could get a couple of those. And eventually all the old graphics will be switched over too when they run out of stock. So, so much work, but it's coming together. You're seeing about 3 days of work off and on trying to get this done because unfortunately work's been really nuts. But I'm almost there. Last stretch, right? And we'll just get these temporary plates down and make sure I leave the screws up there so I'm not searching for them. And well, on to the summary.
Well, so you guys suffered all the way through this part. How about that? Well, as you can see, I've left some spaces for other plates and signs along the way. So the main focal point of this one is that new 3M plant sign. So I had to get some new 3M plates with proper sheeting to go around with it. Got that caution winter weed up between the two track lights like I do with all my others. Everything's nice and moved. Let's see if everything will light up. Well, how about that? Everything still works. Well, what do you think? Do you think this is an improvement from where it looked beforehand? And the big two signs that we're gonna go, that were up there, we'll go outside once I get some mounting units. Well, there you've had it. The very last museum maintenance of the year. Well, what do you think? Hopefully I'll find some small little signs to fill in the little gaps, and those other plates will hopefully come in eventually and get ordered and fill around that sign. So, what are you guys looking forward to the new year? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you later. Bye.